Well, we're back at it again, this time with a video of how to approach this year's Spring Seasonal Challenge. Firstly, the winners this year have a chance to pick up this nameplate. We're going to the top 5 teams, so there's a possible 15 more of these being given out. The goal of this year's Seasonal is to deal damage, and lots of it. You'll have 20 minutes to complete the campaign mission Contact, which is my personal favourite, dealing as much damage as possible. You can also multiply your damage by the number of status effects that you cause, so they'll be equally important in order to have a successful run. If you're in a team, you'll need to add up and divide by the number of people in your squad. Given the increased bonuses for causing status effects, your best chance lays with selecting perks, heroes, and augments that supplement that goal, or that complement that goal. These things could include Wrath Burst and Crowd Control Burst, both being augments that will deal quite a significant damage. So Wrath Burst, intense burn and electric damage, or Crowd Control Burst, the intense stun should you go into critical health. Both very useful. You've also got Shock and Incendiary Grenades. Both of those definitely going to be useful. You've got Rosie for her static barrier. You've got Sinatra, however you want to pronounce her name, with her pheromone trap, those counting as status effects as well. Amir's laser, the precision strike, also going to cause fire damage. You might also look at the infectious carbine build that's been promoted lately by a few people. You could look at the dragon's breath from the shotgun as well. The shotgun would also, dragon's breath also a valid option. Shock grounds from the SMG, or even backdraft with the minigun. Yeah, there's plenty of scope for mixing, matching, and experimenting with different loadouts. All the submissions need to be made on the Second Extinction Discord by Wednesday the 27th of April. So I'll show you now a potential run using my favourite hero, Jurgen. And Jurgen I don't think is going to be the most optimal for this one, but I like him the best, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to take the carbine rifle and use the infectious loadout, so I'll be spreading the poison and the status effects around. The hand cannon for fireflies to deal fire damage to big dinos. Shock grenades with the equipment drop, just so I can throw them out more. I'll have Wrath Burst and Adrenaline Response, and then I'm going to take Vitality because the goal of what I'm going to be doing is getting hit to proc my Wrath Burst. The more you're hit, the better chance you've got. Now if I had 2 people, I'd definitely start in Lada Plains so that 2 people could run out. Given the fact that I'm not, I'm going to start Aga Hills and run down, and that's, yeah, and run north up to the 2 and then back. But yeah, given the amount of time people have, the war effort can change, which will mean that the best run that gets made this weekend or in the next week could comfortably be beaten by a different war effort. I think if Lada Plains was to be a red threat zone, that would have the best chance. Need to make sure I start my timer. You start your timer when you hear the 3 dings. Ding ding ding. Because the mission time starts from when you hit the ground, not before.
Hey Jurgen, what do you say we get to work? Our mission to realign the dish in the comm center. But before we get
Now I don't particularly have to kill these guys, but chose to just to get those easy status effects. Same with why I chose to use the shock grenade then. Now you'll have plenty of if you're doing this solo, you'll have all of the different pieces that you can take everything, and by everything I mean you'll be able to just make sure I hit all the dinos. You'll be able to take all of the equipment drops and ammo, so you don't need to worry about ammo, because there's 3 ammo up here and 3 equipment just there as well. try and spread that, but it's going to be a little bit trickier than I anticipated. Now you're going to want to keep things like, oh wait, use one of the together. I didn't spread that. Trying to get some of the fire to be able to be spread. So an Ortega would be a good choice, because you could take the shotgun and the carbine rifle. As I'm trying to get hit, I'm going to try and get hit by these guys more frequently. If they're going to shoot at me. Because when you get hit by your by an acid raptor, you've got a very high chance of proccing Wrath Burst. Okay.
Get to that switch. Done. Get going and find another power station.
Might as well throw those out. I should probably heal properly, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I could have gone up there and just pegged out a bunch of grenades, which in hindsight probably should have, seeing as I'm not running back there. Now I'm going to choose to go to B because I know that there are more, there's a better chance at getting the acid raptors at B than there are at C. Or at least I feel like there is. And seeing as I'm doing the running, that's what's happening. Even though it's a little bit further away. But only marginally. There are a few things that you might test, like a rosy barricade kill zone with multiple rosies. Would potentially be a very good way of stacking status effects. You could also, well, you could do stacking, have one person with a carbine that's got in the infectious perks. That'd be another way to try and use multiple people. There'd be a number of different ways to really try and outthink the other people attempting the challenge. Now I'm going to let that watcher stay alive if I can. And the reason being, he'll bring more, he'll bring in the diggers. As you can see, the infectious carbine doing what it's supposed to do. Not that I particularly like this build, I do not think this is an optimal loadout, but for the purpose of this challenge, it is probably one of the better options. As you can see, the spread of the electricity is ridiculous. Let's get hit by this. Run over. No.
Next switch is ready.
Oh, didn't want to go. There it goes. Yeah. Usually your Wrath Burst will proc if you take damage over the electricity. Which is why you want to let it hit you. Which again is why I took the why I picked up what is it I picked up? I can't even think. Come on, this should...
Throwing grenade. The generator should be ready. You know what to do.
Might as well throw a few of these out.
See if we can recalibrate that radar dish.
Only just because I can. Perfect. That'll work. Beautiful. We're at 6 minutes already. Time's looking good. And there's a few sneaky ways to move about the map if you are watching. If you're not watching, well, can't help you. You're not going to know anything. That was weird. Probably should have hit all of them with the firefly, because that would count as an extra thing. If I've already killed one with poison to spread the poison, technically, that should then do fire. That would be adding up over time. A holster helper is a must-have on the hand cannon, because its reload is just abysmal. Usually one up there. Didn't look like he was there. Yeah, there's no.
Great, it's starting up.
No.
Should be ready in a bit.
Now, unfortunately for this, for contact, it can be very buggy. I should be closing the other things down, but that's alright. Yeah, that one's done. Probably should heal myself too, hey?
One gate down.
Just going just a little bit heal myself to make it a little bit safer.
Need to take a health stim. Supplies.
So put that down so I can just start throwing.
Throwing grenade. No further need to worry about the styrofoam.
Yeah, so I can just start.
Gates are shut. Hopefully that'll keep them out of it. Looks like we've still got some dinos in this area. Clear them out so we can move on.
In here there are plenty of spots to pick up ammo, so you should never be too worried. There's 3 just here, 2 just up at this next camp section, so 2 just there, and 2 also up above there. Yeah, I'm just supposed to be killing... Align the radar? Oh, excellent, I did actually kill everything. You can get times where this map, it won't work the way you want it to, and you'll get dinos that get trapped inside in these spots, where you can, if you do something like that, sometimes it will actually shoot through.
Stay alive while I finish up here.
Grenade. Faster. Next.
Right. Now I'm going to want to abuse the Rex as much as possible by keeping him not only on fire, but also keeping him stunned. So I've got the fireflies for keeping him stunned, and I've got the fireflies for keeping him on fire. Sorry. And obviously the shocks to keep him stunned. But you've also got obviously the nice easy Wrath Burst to do the same job as well. Okay, so this is fairly straightforward so far. And now he's got his head down, that's actually good. I believe that counts as a status effect, and so I'm going to leave him like that. Oh, okay. I was going to leave him like that, but it turns out the game doesn't like that, and they'd much rather have him die to whatever it is he died to. To burn damage. I'm not going to bother running away too far. I'm just going to go straight to to the extraction and just sit there for the next 10 minutes or so. What are we? We'll be 12 minutes, so 8 minutes of extraction farming for this last bit. And we'll see how we go. So that's how I would be dealing with the Rex. If I was playing as Rosie, I'd be setting up a kill zone along here now. As I'm not a Rosie, we're just going to try set up some sort of kill section as well, using Wrath Burst. It would be interesting to know if that doing melee passes as well, because I know it passes on the poison, but I'm not 100% sure on anything else. What I'm going to do now is just let a acid hit me. Yeah. The reason being I want the acid to make it the hand cannon's also good because it will shoot through a little bit of the Anki, which will be your biggest issue. But I personally prefer to fight with Ankis around, because I find it much easier to kill than wolves. I know lots of people have issues with the Ankis. I personally don't. Doesn't appear that the electric raptors can be shocked either, which is interesting to note. Ah, yeah, it does pass on, so they will pass on electricity as well. Because he's electrified, he's not wanting to go. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see our time. We've still got 5 minutes to go. So again, just letting that all happen as required. I think by now you've got the main idea of what you'll be doing. It's basically just let them hit you. You're only going to get one more chance at using it. Just throw out all my grenades. I don't know if it's going to do anything, but I might as well throw them all. I remember I was doing this the last couple of times with with fire grenades, so throwing them sporadically actually was better. But spread some of these. Invisible, make sure I get don't die. Dying, I think, would be certainly not a help when you're doing this sort of challenge. You've also got 3 just in here, so that's why I wasn't too worried about just throwing them all out. And that's what I'll get hit by. So you want to actually actively be trying to get hit by things. Yeah, you want to actively be getting hit. And if you didn't see the Anki's health, then yeah, the hand cannon will certainly help. Oh yeah, that's good poison and fire spread there. I don't think I was doing fire spread last time when I tried this with Jurgen, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. We're at 17 minutes now. Choice, that's alright. I think you're gonna where are they at? You know. So see if I can't shoot. So you see his health went down a significant amount then by using the even just shooting his shell with the hand cannon. I know currently the hand cannon gets slept on by a lot of people, and people think that it's pretty garbage. I personally think it's quite a good gun. It just needs a little bit of a certain playstyle with it. You're not going to be sitting there reloading it ever. Like, if you're trying to use it to kill everything, you're going to be in a bit of strife. But if you're just using it as a flip out to deal with a large dino or a high threat dino, actually I still don't like saying flatback's high threat, but I suppose none of the dinos are high threat. You got to pick one of them eventually being the high threat one. Uh, 1904. Just got to keep an eye on the time now. Nothing much seems to be spawning though. There's another issue with being everything with green zones at the moment. $19.30. Better run. Better run. 1954, give or take. Yeah, that's how I would approach it if I was using Jurgen. I don't think that he's optimal, but you could still get a reasonable score using someone like him. If you're using two people, you might need to split up in order to do better, because you might be taking from each other. But again, without a high threat zone, two people is not going to have a very good chance at the moment. So yeah, that's roughly 70 times the 627, so it's roughly 42 million. I'll put it actually up there for what it would have been. Yeah, that's how you could do it. Take with it what you wish. Yeah, good luck. Happy seasonal. And as always, happy dino hunting.